I'm Sumanth Racharla, and I'm going to present my certification of comprehensive knowledge on the topic of failure of operating system in Sony Ericsson. Why Sony Ericsson has failed due to operating systems when other companies were in high demand. Coming to my personal information, uh, I would like to say about myself. My name is Sumanth Racharla, and my education details are: I've done my bachelor's in Mahatma Gandhi Kashi Vidyapeeth, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, and later I've been working for 4.5 years as a technical recruiter. And later I thought to do my master's in United States. So I've applied for one of the top universities in universities like EIU. I got best admission among all the universities, which is Eastern Illinois University, and I got an admission in technology. Coming to introduction about Sony Ericsson, initially Sony has started in the year of 1946 on 7th May by Masaru Ibuka and Akio Morita, and the headquarters of Sony Corporation is Tokyo, Japan. And in Ericsson have started in 1876 before the Sony has started by Lars Magnus Ericsson. And in the 2001, Sony and Ericsson began together and they have started a joint venture called Sony Ericsson. And they started into the mobile phone. It was the third largest mobile phone in the world in the year of 2001. As they have ample of new technologies, they have created with a good sound system, and no other mobile phone were in high demand. And the research and development headquarters, which are located in different locations across the world, which is Chennai, India, Tokyo, Japan, Silicon Valley, US, Lund, Sweden, Beijing, China. And as everyone know, Sony is known for good sound system and picture picture clarity, and with the device features. Sony Ericsson was in the market for a decade with its sound system and good features, and it was the third largest mobile communication in the world. In the year of 2001 to 2010, the main strategy of the Sony Ericsson mobile was to launch different mobiles with different technologies like digital photography and as well as with a good quality sound system. But the price was high, and they have introduced two mobiles in 2005, which is K750i and W800i. When they have launched, they got a high demand as the picture pixels were good, and these Sony Ericsson were the first mobile who has introduced music player, and it has an different features with 30 years of music play background, and as well as it has a 34 MB internal memory and with an external memory of 2 GB, and the display pixels are 176 into 200. And by this they got a huge demand. Most of the customers have purchased this mobile, including me. And in 2005, as it was new in the market, GPRS, Bluetooth, and US connectivity were impressive with the customers. And after getting a huge high demand, Sony Ericsson have launched 14 new models into the market, which was like W200, W300, W550, W600, W610, W700, W710, W800, W810, W830, W850, W880, W900, and W950. W is known for the Walkman, and technology is used by Sony Ericsson. When it has launched, and in the year of 2007, Sony Ericsson has launched its first mobile with 5 megapixel camera with the model of K550 and few others. And when it has started, it used to have Symbian operating system 9.1 version. And with this decision, Sony Ericsson got a very high demand of the mobile in the market, and they have implemented in new technologies, which is like with a new model called W5580i. They have launched a mobile which is with a shake. Shake is nothing but like we have the mobile, and we if we shake the mobile with our hand, like up and down or front and side by side, then the music will automatically will be turned on and we can listen to the music. And by this decision, it by W580i got a very huge high sales demand in 2007 by only by this. And they have a mobile. They have launched. Sony Ericsson has launched a new mobile called W380, which is functionality control. Functionality control is nothing but uh, a technology which ability to mute or silence the device with just a wave hand, the hand wave. Sorry. If we open the mobile and if we look into the mobile, we are getting any call or any music is running on. Just if wave the hand, it gonna be stop it or mute and keep in silent mobile. That was the best extra feature in W380 which Sony has introduced, and it has with the external display it used to have. In Sony Ericsson problems, well, coming to its problem, Sony Ericsson mobile when it was in high demand, it was in high revenue in 2007. Apple iPhone has introduced in the same year with a good quality of operating systems, and as well as it has a good new mobile applications as well. And later, Sony Ericsson did not try to implement the new applications into it, did not try to upgrade the new applications into it, and they were using the same mobile, same features, and did not much focus on it. And it was using by Windows operating system when Sony iPhone was using iOS and Sony Ericsson was using Windows in the year 2007. And drastic decision. Coming to the drastic decision, Sony Ericsson CEO Hans Westberg has made in 2010 has made a very drastic decision, like stating that we are going to leave phones, and so we did. And later they came back. There's a second scenario when and in the year of 2000 he said the same. And when he introduced this word, he said, and most of the customers has cancelled their contracts and left Sony Ericsson and they have moved to iPhone. And many of the employees has been cut down, which was from 100,000 to 45,000 were cut down, which is like we can ratio is like 55,000 employees have been resigned the organization and they have moved. And not only this, but revenue went down in huge amount. When it was in huge demand, they used to have 35 hardware platforms, which was came down to three, reduced to three. And in software, it used to have 25 developments, and it came down to four. Then later, Sony Ericsson has moved to Android, and previous it was using Windows. And mobile communication device was very much attractive in terms of design, but in the operating system, it failed in Sony Ericsson as it was using Android 1.6 when the other mobiles were using when other competitive like Samsung was using 2.1. So here we can see the scenario like how exactly Sony Ericsson have didn't upgrade its operating system when compared to the others in the market. We can see the share value from 2004 it was up to 375, and up to 2004 to 2007 it was very high demand, and suddenly it came fall down to negative in the year of 2008. And again they did not they did not try to implement new technologies and new operating system, and later in the 2009 they completely fall down. You can and coming to relevant theories which I've learned from my studies, problems operating system failed by leadership skills, the normative decision model which have been studied from science and leadership of technology, tech 5103. And customer dissatisfaction was a problem, and concept used to solve the problem is like customer satisfaction, which I've been learning from tech 5133 total quality systems. And the other problem is like no proper organization. Concept used to solve the problem is organization structure, which I've learned from tech 5333 management of computer technology. And the main problem is proper coding, which is proper software, which all related to the scripting or the coding stuff. And course which I've learned it from Java applications and in technology. Normative decision model. Leader is like he should take care of every person in the organization. Before pursuing graduation, I was think I thought that leaders should manage every employee in an organization. However, after taking this course, I understand that leader is a person who should make employees understand the issues. Not only the issues, he should stand with them and get the problem solved. Normative decision is a leader concept states that the leader should make the decision and ask the employees to work accordingly. If need, leader should talk to them, conduct meetings, and get their opinions. And according to that, leader need to get a good proper output, and he is a concerned person is going to make the decision. Leader is like he has to take the right decision at right time, respect their employees, encourage subordinates for the better solution, which is like he has to encourage his subordinates or the employees or anything, and he has to motivate the team. Motivate the team is like he has to take them out for the lunch, for the dinner, and he has to conduct meetings. He has to talk to them and ask each and everyone's employees if needed, and according to that they have to proceed. And the CEO of Sony Ericsson, Mr. Hans Werbergs, was not able to make the proper decision. So at the right time, when other firms were using the latest version of Android, which was 2.1 in the year of 2010 and 2011, Sony Ericsson was still using 1.6. This made the drastic decision. And customer satisfaction. Customer satisfaction is the main key in every incorporation after facing the problem with the mobile. And well, coming to the scenario, real time scenario, when I've been using the different mobiles from 2007, I was very much fan of Sony Ericsson mobiles. And after facing the problem with the mobile, I thought the customer quality should be the top characteristic. Before studying the masters, I thought like customer satisfaction would be the main priority, and that's true. During my graduation study, after taking the two course of total quality systems, I understand that customer satisfaction should be the main priority in every firm. In every company or business, customers are the key role. If the customer like the mobile or any product, then automatically he'll be referring to other like friends or family members to purchase the mobile or the purchase the product. Customer requirement. Company has to take care of the customer needs like customer requirement, and they should get the feedback from them. They should have the good uh, proper customer service. Companies should find out what customers like by talking to customers about the product if they like, and they should do these surveys. One of the customer will be happy when customer will not face any customer will be happy when no c- when the customers will not face any sort of problem in the product. And customer relationship, every company has to build the relationship with the customers by talking to them over the phones, and if needed they have to give the gift cards. They should get the surveys. We should be a company or the employee company employees need to have a good rapport, good relationship, good interaction with customers. And when the company needs, and they should have a new offers to the customers. Like if we purchase one mobile, we can get like so and so. Well, coming to the Sony Ericsson mobiles, if they might have done with the if they purchase mobile, they'll be getting like earphones extra headset, or like stereo headset would be free, or the external memory card would be free. They would have done it. Not only Sony Ericsson, every company has to do like approaching with the new customers and putting up new offers. And every company has to approach the customers by taking the surveys. And if needed, they should have give the gift cards and discount coupons, etc. like that. And coming to the organization structure, organization structure states how to maintain an organization, which includes employees, tasks given, salaries of employees, goals, and plans of product selling. Every company should maintain proper structure to get the proper output and gain a good name in the market. Sony Ericsson was not in management, so they have lost it. They should, every organization structure is like every employee should have a certain task according to the sales or in the software or any part of stuff. They should have leader or the manager. They should have given the task to the employees, and the company should have the goals, and we have to reach them. And group functions. Group function is related to the company strategy. Would be forward in showing up to the new features with latest technologies, which includes communication, sales and marketing and finance, and like sort of stuff. Business unit. Coming to the business unit, in every business, company needs to think innovatively, maintain the high quality products, would maintain high quality products. If these qualities and innovative thinking is good, then every company would be in profits, not loss. And coming to market research, every company has to do the research into the market with the latest technologies or what are the customer needs, what are the customer makes happy, and all sort of stuff. They have company has to find out the solution. If they have any problem, they should find out the solution, or they should try to implement the new ideas and approach the customers asking like what would be the best option for them and all sort of stuff. They need to analyze and they need to do the market research, and accordingly every organization need to proceed further. But coming to the Sony Ericsson Mobile, they did not have proper organization structure or proper market research. They could not able to do best. They could not able to do the customer satisfaction. So it was completely in loss. And by this decision or by this dissatisfaction, most of the com- customers have moved to different mobiles like iPhone and Samsung. Implementing new ideas. Implementing new ideas is like they should try to implement the new ideas. Initially in 2007, they have introduced new mobile with mobile shake called Shake. If you just shake the mobile and music player will be on. In the same scenario, Sony Ericsson would have done it, but they did not try to implement it. Sony Ericsson was completely focusing on the sound clarity, but not on the other stuff, but not on the operating system wise. Efficiency and coordination. Sony should have coordinate with the customers asking about the feedback about the mobile and what makes customer happy. But if customer faces the problem, when Sony Ericsson customers have taken the mobile to customer care like repairing center or anything, they did not show much interest on it. In the same scenario, they have lost it. If they would have efficient and coordination with properly with good custom with the customers, then they would have been number one in the market. And coming to advanced technology, identifying latest technology, which is like company needs to identify latest technologies, so they would have been number one in the market. Need to compare with other companies. Comparison is like Sony Ericsson have a one OS, and they should have compared with other mobiles companies like iPhone, Samsung, HTC, Motorola, like that. Researching on new technologies. They should have researched on new technologies, including the operating systems or the mobile applications and all like that. Other firms like which were Samsung was introduced has introduced in the year 2009, and they were using latest version 2.1 and 3.0 etc. But Sony Ericsson was stuck in same 1.6 in the year of 2009. And in the year of 2010 and 11, Samsung and Nexus were using the latest Android version called version 2.3.3, which was called Gingerbread. They were using, but Sony Ericsson was stuck again. There was really back of Android 1.6. They did not try to research on the new technologies, upgrade to the latest and advanced technology. They did not try to upgrade with the latest software and with the latest technologies. Coming to the technical problems, knew proper programming code. Uh, when I started using the mobile, and when I got into my bachelor's, I was using the mobile, and I was thinking like how the software will be implemented and how it goes onto the software. Like if we select a music button, the music player will be on. Okay, and how if we go to any application or if we go to any camera, select any camera, then the camera will be on. So I was very much keen into the software, like how the it can be implemented. So I've done my programming in bachelor's of computer science. I've tried to do with my bachelor's, and but I did not able to understand much. And after taking the course of Java application and technology, I came to know how to write a code. I know like code will be written, but I'm not sure like how to write the code and where to run, how to implement the code and all. No useful mobile applications. Sony did not try to uh, develop the new mobile applications compared to iPhone, iOS. So if we use any application, if we download any application, and the phone would have been freezing like hang, and used to get restarted when we try to download the app. And and in Android 1.6, when Sony were using, other mobiles were using with high demand with latest versions of 2.1 or 2.3, but they were in 1.6 they were having less applications when compared to iOS, and they used to have like ample of applications like 100,000, but in Sony it was having only 25,000. And later in Sony have tried to implement the new technologies, and they have launched three new mobiles. One is with Symbian operating systems, and one is with Android operating system, and one is with Windows operating system. When it launched and customer, all of them moved to Apple and Samsung. It have very less applications. And Sony gave a default applications like Adobe Flash Player, Chinese Keyboard, MTP app, Sakura, etc., which is like no customer have shown interest on it, and no customer know have an idea on it. What are these applications about? This was really killed by Sony Ericsson. The memory was completely lost. It was default and which cannot able to delete. In the same scenario, Sony and Apple used an default applications which was very useful, like health tips and stock market, etc. Not like they gave and even the reminders. It was an application which the Sony and sorry, which Samsung and so Apple have been introduced, so that this was really useful to the customers and they impressed the customers, and Sony did not able to do that, and they did not have proper user interface, which is like Sony Ericsson did not have user interface, which is like Apple and Samsung has an option to create a folder and move all the applications which we downloaded in that, right? And Sony Ericsson did not have the option like that. If we want to download any applications, we'll be downloading, and one by one, it will be completely into the like screens we have to generate it. Different sort of screens, like two screens or three screens or four screens. And in the same scenario, Apple and Samsung has introduced with the new features with user interface. This is called user interface, where we can create a folder and move all the applications which we have downloaded, and we can segregate like finance into one, like related to bank applications like Citibank, Bank of America, American Express, and all. And we can create some folder like called music, and we can download the applications, new applications which are related to the internet, and all. We can move to one folder. In the same scenario, options like drag on the Bluetooth, brightness, camera, etc. And Samsung and Apple has an best feature, which was over the phone. If we drag from the upside, we can get a screen, right? And there we can on the camera, and we can increase or decrease the brightness. We can switch, connect to the Wi-Fi, or of the Wi-Fi or of the Bluetooth. We can increase or decrease the brightness, and as well as we can see what are the messages we got it over the screen as well, and as well as we can increase or decrease the volume. And they have and Samsung and Apple has best features, which is called saving up the contact, but saving up the contacts, and we can write the notes there like related to the date of birth or email ID and all, etc., etc. And Sony Ericsson did not have that option, which is like they used to have only one option, just saving up the contact but not writing up the notes. And coming to Sony Ericsson, they did not have default applications like Facebook and all, etc. And Samsung has and Facebook has like default Facebook application. When we try Sony Ericsson, when we try to open any contact information like my number or any my one of my friend's number, and phone was really completely running slow, and sometimes it was freeze. This is related to the no proper user interface. And coming to the proper scripting, Sony Ericsson was useful for the personal, not for business, which is related to in the same scenario. iPhone has been introduced in 2007, and it was like when we use the mobile, we can see the emails, we can write or compose or send emails, and we can receive an emails in Gmail or Yahoo or any sort of stuff. But Sony Ericsson have does not have options like that. It was related only for the personal use, and though it was not proper scripting, which is related to scripting like only contact saving and all. And when we try to download the application from Sony Ericsson, phone was getting freeze, and in iPhone applications were easily downloaded. Sony did not show much customer requirement like apps, games, etc. It completely concentrated on music player or sound clarity system. That's it. iPhone has ample of applications. iPhone has ample of applications, but did not get any time freeze to any customer. Company should be aware of new technologies and current market situation and upgrade to it accordingly. Every company need to upgrade by based on the market research and upgrade based on market research, and they should have think about the innovative thinking and implement the new technologies and new ideas like that. Company has to use advanced technologies and with new good features. So Nixon did not try to use advanced technologies with compared to other mobile communication devices, mobile communication industry, and they have failed. And coming to the conclusion, companies should be aware of new technologies. If Sony Ericsson would have used the above mentioned qualities and like which is like normative decision and all, they would have been number one in the world. Many companies have understood this and upgraded the software with latest apps, but Sony Ericsson did not make it. Companies should not make it. It mostly concentrated on new technological wise like gaming, clarity, camera clarity, stylish looks, etc. The concepts which mentioned above like customer satisfaction, normative decision model, organization structure, proper code would help Sony Ericsson to be in top as Samsung and Apple. If they would have been using the above mentioned methodologies, then Sony Ericsson would have been number one, same as Apple and Samsung. Company has to use advanced technologies and with new good features. Every company has to use the advanced technologies company related to the other, find out the new technologies. If these have been done, then many customers would be getting attracted to it, and the company would be get every company would be getting profits. Once the customer lost the trust on the company, the whole organization will be in loss, which Sony have done it, did not try to implement new advanced technologies, and they've lost faith on it. Mobile should be user friendly in terms of all features, which is like Sony Ericsson did not has user friendly, user interface friendly, and mobile was not user friendly like company related to Apple and Samsung. It used to have user interface properly and drag the screen, and we can decrease the volume or increase or decrease the features. These all are the features related to mobile. If every company would have done, then it would be number one. And even the Sony Ericsson did not try to implement it.